we are going to see the electron transport chain. Electron transport chain. What is the function of an electron transport chain? When you take this C3 pathway and C4 pathway, all that will be happening in the mitochondria, right? Even electron transport chain will also be happening inside the mitochondria. But C3 pathway and C4 pathway, C3 pathway will be happening in the cytosol or mitochondria. Once ATP is released, that ATP will be entered, that is NADH2 in the form of ATP in the form of NADH2 or FADH2. It will be passed on to the mitochondria. Once it passes on to the mitochondria, the electron transport chain starts its functioning. Electron transport chain. The word clearly says here that electron will be transported in the continuous circle manner. So that is exactly, it's about the electron transport chain. So generations of ATP from the molecules of hydrogen or proton acceptor. As I've already told you that the NADH2 and FADH2, which is formed from the glycolysis cycle and Krebs cycle. Sorry, I said C3 pathway and C4 pathway. It is not C3 and C4 pathway. It is glycolysis cycle and Krebs cycle. So the NADH2 and FADH2, which is formed from the glycolysis cycle and Krebs cycle, will be enter into the mitochondria. In mitochondria, electron transport chain will be happening with this two components. And if you take this NADH2 and FADH2, it is a series of various enzymes and coenzymes which are present inside the inner mitochondrial membrane. So, what electron transport chain says is, in electron transport chain, in the mitochondria, in the inner mitochondrial membrane, the enzymes and coenzymes will be present. With that, enzymes and coenzymes reacting with the NADH2 and FADH2, so their functioning occur through a series or chain of electron carriers called shuttles. Shuttles is nothing but it carries droplets. It carries droplets. That's exactly the meaning of a shuttles. So carry it out and drop it out. So this function is carried by a electron carriers. So what are the electron carriers? What are the different types of electron carriers which carries the subtle service? And if you take this electron carriers, in electron transport chain, there are nine electron carriers are there. On that, first one is NAD, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Next is FAD, flavin dinucleotide. FMN, flavin mononucleotide. Next is coenzyme Q, or you also can say it as ubiquinone. Coenzyme Q, or you can also say it as ubiquinone. Okay. Apart from this, 4 electron carriers, fifth one is cytochrome B, cytochrome C2, cytochrome C, cytochrome A, and cytochrome A3. So all together we have 9 electron carriers. NAD, this is required to carry out this NADH2 function, and FAD, FMN is required to carry out the FADH2 function. And as I told you, coenzymes will be present. It is in the form of ubiquinone or coenzyme Q, and there are enzymes which is also inside the present. So what happened is, when these electrons are taken, that is, these are protons. Okay, when these protons are removed along with the electrons, oxygen acts as a final electron acceptor at the end of the respiratory chain. It means once in the decarboxylation, carbon dioxide is removed, oxygen will be remain. That oxygen will be acts as a electron acceptor at the end of the respiratory chain, because this is, here we are talking about the aerobic respiration. So when we are talking about the aerobic respiration, oxygen is the main source. So here the oxygen will act as a final electron acceptor at the end of the respiratory chain. So this is about the electron transport chain.